So, hello, everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy, and I am going to be giving the messages for you today. These are previously paid in advance messages, so if you didn't get one, that's okay. If one of the secret code names resonates with you, there's probably a message in there for you, okay? So if you don't have a secret code name, if you didn't pay me for it, I didn't inbox you what your code name is, if you resonate to a code name, there's probably a message in there for you. So for those of you not familiar with me or the channel, I do not sugarcoat my messages. I have no filter. So if that is not your thing, or you have children around, or you just don't appreciate, that kind of a message, I'm always very respectful of that, and I give you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, we are getting into the new moon in Leo, which this energy, as we speak, is about to pop off at peak in like 8 minutes. So have your intentions for the night set. It's going to be unfolding huge over the next couple weeks and into the upcoming month and a half, right, with this moon cycle. So big energies. And I want to know, right, as we all want to know, how is our soul roaring? Because it's the soul that manifests, right? It's not our mind, it's not our hearts, it's a combination of both, and that's our soul, and that's what's roaring. That's what's manifesting with this new moon energy. It is creating a 𝐻𝐸𝐷 formation. It's the sun, moon, and Mercury are sextiling with North Node in Gemini, and they're both quincunxing Saturn in Capricorn. This is a huge rewrite of quote-unquote fated suffering that's been going on in our family lines and our ancestral karma for generations. Okay, this is a total rewrite. We are going into brand new cycles, unconditionally loving cycles, and it's an awesome energy to be in. So the secret code names for tonight are the Venue, Cannonball, Emerald Light, White Lotus, Blue Oyster, Oriental Lily, Hellhound's Light, The Looking Glass, Yin Magic, Minnie Mouse, The Journey, and 4-leaf clovers. Those are the 12 code names that I will be reading for tonight. If they are yours, you know which reading is yours. That is personal to you. For those of you who do not have your own personal secret code name that I inboxed you, but you resonate to one of them, you're just drawn to it. You don't know why, it's just popping out. There's probably a message in there for you. If more than one is popping out at you, that's okay. Watch them all. 2, 3, it's fine. You could watch this whole live and take a little something from each one, regarding different dynamics you have with different people and situations. So I hope that they help you. It is always my intention to help you in the highest, bring you the best love and light and truth there is for you in this moment to help you on your path. So I'm using my 13 tarot to give us some insight into what you've overcome. What you've overcome, the energy with your soul roaring that you have conquered, that you're transforming out of it. Because the 13 tarot, the 13th card in the deck is death, and it's transformative energy. It's the quantum leap, right? It's the transformation where you go from the caterpillar to the butterfly. You come out different, so this is completely different. And that's going to give us the initial energy of where you've come, right? And then I'm going to pull from my Journey of Love deck and my Sacred Rebel Oracle. Both of these decks are by Alana Fairchild. I don't know who the maker of the 13 tarot is. It does not say on the box at all. I don't know who the maker is. I'd have to look it up. But it's an awesome deck, and there's some really awesome images. And it's the first time that I've used it, so, well, live with all of you. So I'm really curious as to what kind of messages are going to come through, right? What kind of messages are going to come through. The only code name that I am pulling different cards for is the last one. 4-leaf clovers. Spirit guided me. I'm still going to be using the 13 tarot, but they guided me to 2 different decks for code name 4-leaf clovers. So you're going to get different decks, okay? It's just the way it came. It's just the way it came through. So Spirit has its way. All right, so first secret code name is the venue. We're starting at 5:45. Minute second mark, here we go. All right, so secret code name the venue. Let's get started. Let's get started with the venue. The venue. And the energy that I got when I got this code name, it was like the meeting place of joy. The meeting place of joy. So let's see. It's just like this really easy, carefree, super can flow with it kind of vibe that I got when I got the secret code name. So, Spirit, please. The soul is roaring for the venue and those who resonate to it. What have they overcome? Here we go. Now the whole deck, I have it in the upright, so any cards that come out reverse, I will always leave that way. All right. We have a story. And they're all in reverse. All right, the whole chunk flew out in the reverse. So we have the 8 of coins in the reverse. We have the 9 of coins in the reverse. With the Ace of coins in the reverse. The 7 of swords. The Knave of swords. And the Lovers. All in the reverse. So listen. I'm being guided to read these 3 and 3, and then we're going to change up the whole way this reading's laid out because I feel like there's 2 different readings coming through. So firstly, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. That's 18 Pentacles. 18 is an illusionary number. It's the starting point of getting out of a loop, right? It's the starting point getting out of a loop, and the initiation of the closing, okay? The initiation of the closing of a cycle. In the past, I think that there was a good chance that efforts stopped being made. I think you knew that if you wanted to be not single, right? The 9 of coin, which is represented by keys in this deck in reverse. If you don't want to be single, you don't have to make the fucking effort. You don't have to work hard to get the solid new foundation that you want. You're like, if I have to fucking work for it, then I'm out. I would rather take that Ace of coin in reverse and just let it fucking hang. It's not upright. You know what I mean? Like if someone's not ready, you're of the mindset, that's fine. That's fine. You're going to receive what the universe is divinely presenting to you, right? You're going to receive what the divine is presenting to you. So if something wasn't working out, or you had to make too much of an effort, it just wasn't even, it wasn't fair. Someone just wasn't fucking as interested as you, or someone was nervous and they didn't know if they should text you back in 3 days, you know, like all that weird shit that people do. You're just like, you know what, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. If we're gonna start a solid foundation, I need to know that you're in. Because if you're in, it's easy. It flows, it feels good. There's no interruptions. If you're not in flow, and something sets you off, obviously it doesn't feel good. So you're like, no, I don't need what doesn't feel good. If me putting in all this effort one way, not knowing if it's reciprocated, is returned, you know what I mean? If I'm not getting what I'm putting in, if the interest isn't mutual, if what we're looking for isn't mutual, right? Because some people are looking for a quick, fun thing. Some people are looking for something solid and stable, right? And there's a whole rainbow of in between. So wherever you find yourself, it's almost like if someone's not on your page, it's like, okay, you're not on my page. Okay, you're not on my page. And if you're not on my page, I don't have to write you into my story. I'm on another page, right? And then we get the Seven of Swords reversed with the Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords reversed, and the Lovers reversed. You're choosing not to deceive yourself. You're choosing not to deceive yourself. You're minding your own damn business, right? You're minding your own damn business. Other people's problems are not your problems. Because at this point, you understand the fact that whether or not you invest love in someone, it's a choice. It's a choice. So what have you conquered? What is your soul roaring about? You're not codependent. You're not codependent. You don't need anybody's approval to tell you that your love is worth it. At all. You know your fucking love is worth it. And if they don't see it, they don't know you're special. If something about you, right, just like them, if something about you is just not fucking special to them, bye. Come back when you see my worth. Come back when you know how to talk to me and treat me. Come back when you know how to communicate. Come back when you feel comfortable being vulnerable. Come back later when you give me this key in the upright, this Ace of Pentacles, this shot at something solid. Come back correct. I'll be here. I'll be here. Come back correct. I don't hold anything against you. Everybody grows. Come back correct. It's all good. Now the second way I'm pulling this energy is with those three cards as clarifiers to the first three. This is the second layout that the cards wanted before I get into the advice. The Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, both in the reverse. I think you know that where you were putting in efforts before, beyond what was earned on their part, you got burned. So that ended. You're not putting in any effort to your detriment, right? As far as not being single goes, or not wanting to be single, with the Knave of Swords in the reverse, I think you might even be kind of keeping the fact that you don't want to be single at all kind of to yourself. Like you're totally content being single. You don't want to actually be single at all. So, your soul knows, right? This is the soul's roar. This is what's manifesting. So at the Ace of Coin, clarified by the Lovers in reverse, that's that absolute choice that if it's not solid, you're not choosing it, right? You're not choosing it. So you could take it as a progressive chain of events that you've overcome, or you can take it as an overall energy, or both, because I think that's exactly what's going on. 99% is not 100. If people don't trust themselves and trust their worth, they'll never be able to hold a match to you, and they'll never be able to really level the fuck up into what they can create for themselves, having you in their experience. You know, people are either going to step up and level up and put their, you know, their big boy pants on, or their grown-up heart you know, on their fucking sleeve, like, I got this, or they're gonna chicken out and pussy out, and you're just like, I don't need any fucking pussies. You know what I mean? Like, I shine fucking bright. Really fucking bright. I'm so bright that I could light up anybody's life if I wanted. I know how to be bright and shine and make someone feel fucking amazing. That's my forte. I just did it for the wrong people. And I learned that now. And I learned that now. So if anybody's coming at you, they have to be on your fucking level. They gotta be confident and secure and know what they're bringing to the table, because you do. You definitely do. All right. Guidance. Journey of Love deck. Spirit, please. Secret code in the venue. Here we go. God speaks. Card number 33. Master number. Master teacher. Master teacher, you are no longer a student of life. You're a teacher of it. No longer a student of life. A teacher of it. So let me read some of this for you. Card number 33. I love this. Lots of heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, fucking see clear energy. Crown chakras like pierced open. So here we go. The divine is speaking to you directly. You're catching this message, you resonated to it. Guess what? The divine is speaking to you directly right now, my darling. Underneath the silence, there is endless music of love pulsating throughout the universe. Within that sacred sound, there is guidance. It may or may not have words. It might be a feeling in your heart that can only access when you are still, relaxed, or even half asleep. It assures you that behind any struggle or challenge you faced, there is only ever the divine seeking you out, calling you to surrender some fear or doubt or other so you can move closer to your divinity. Trust in the sound of love beyond anything else, for in truth, no matter what may appear to be, there is nothing else but love. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being loved into becoming. You are being loved right now into becoming. Be open to being shown the divine genius in all that is happening. If you feel you're being nudged, know you're being nudged by the divine. If you feel you are being held back, know you are being held back by the divine. All is happening perfectly for you, and all will unfold in divine time. The divine is speaking to you. When you are captivated by the beauty of a soul, sense that everything is okay and listen. That's the divine talking to you in your gut, reassuring you that all is unfolding according to a higher spiritual law in perfect cooperation with your destiny, your journey to love. And there's a poem, and it says, when the first sound was born, the air was filled with fantasy, like the flower's sweet perfume. Alive in the moment, there was nothing else. Only the energy coursing through my body and the tears on my cheeks. I was carried away on the strings, each note striking a chord within and answering with the emotions of my soul how priceless the surprise, and how powerful the memory to be with the violin when it sings. Sometimes, when our soul reaches such a moment of awareness within itself that it feels in a place it had never felt before, we can cry. It almost seems inappropriate, right? It almost seems inappropriate. The soul, the body as a tool, the soul in this journey, when the divine speaks through you that you have clicked into something that you were previously unaware of ever feeling, the body can result in tears, and we don't know why. We can't hold them back, and we can have all kinds of excuses for why. But the fact is because it's so different and so far away from everything else that was possibly painful in the past that the body responds with tears of gratitude. And we just mentally don't know where the tears are coming from. We assume tears are bad because we were taught that tears are linked to bad things. But tears are also linked to very beautiful things. There are tears of gratitude. There are tears of joy. There are tears of relief and feeling safe. There's all kinds of reasons why the body will cry. And if something had tuned into your soul that you were connected with it, that it brought you to tears to understand it, please understand that is the divine speaking to you. And should you witness that in somebody else, someone going through unexplainable tears, it is because they are going through that energy where their body is responding, their soul is responding to the eternal gratitude of new and different. And it is to be recognized, right? When people respond that way, there's a reason. So, God speaks. Master teacher, you know what you're doing. Your natural state has ascended, right? Because threes are ascension to the sixth, 33 being in the vibration of unconditional love. You've ascended to a place where you can teach unconditional love, not just of yourself, but others, because that's where your vibration is coming from. So sacred rebel, spirit, please, sacred rebel. Here we go. Spirals of manifestation. Everything comes back around. If something's meant for you, it's meant for you, and you can't escape the fact that it's going to return into your life at some point. Or that it's meant in your life at some point. Like, it only keeps going around and going around because we let it pass us by. But if it keeps coming back around, it keeps coming back around, and the universe keeps putting them in our path or putting it in our path, it's like, hey, isn't it kind of a coincidence? Coincidences that don't really exist, right? Isn't it kind of a coincidence that you keep bumping into this person? Isn't it kind of a coincidence they keep showing back up and coming around, and every time they show up, it does really feel good? Like, we've created our own bad moments, you know, letting it go, maybe not realizing we were the ones letting it go unnecessarily, right, at any given time. But there's a reason why it keeps coming back around. There's a reason why it keeps popping back up. The universe said, hey, I got you. Don't worry. You didn't fuck it up. They didn't fuck it up. It's coming back around. Opportunity is presenting itself. It's coming back around. I mean, given every time we fuck up, the spiral gets a little further and further out, you know what I mean? But once you click in and you decide you're not going to let it pass you by, it's like, it's right in your vortex, and everything starts coming from that. So yeah, card number 18, right? We were talking about 18 pentacles. So this is understanding that when something is meant for you in the 3D to feel, it lines up. It lines up. receiving, right? Big time receiving. Your soul is ready to not make efforts for people or situations that are not ready. You can come to me when you are ready to come correct, because you know I'm here. You know I'm here. You know it feels good every time we're around each other, right? Everything goes smooth. Everything is great. It's fun. There's no real stress if we don't make it. There's no actual stress, right, between you and your person, unless you make it in your mind. There's no it's easy. It's super fucking easy. So it's getting through the spiral part where you let things go, and likewise for them, right? So I hope that helps. That was secret code name The Venue. Now, getting into secret code name Cannonball, starting at 25 minutes, 55 seconds. Hey, lots of fives tonight with the times already. All right, so getting into it for secret code name Cannonball. Secret code name Cannonball. Spirit, please. For Cannonball and those who would resonate to this code name, what have they overcome? What have they overcome? Now, when I got the visualization for this code name, I saw the cannonball like piercing through what looked like a huge black cloth and like light coming through. So it's almost like I took it as a piercing of the veil, but like a huge one, right? Like a huge one, like cannonball size. So Spirit, for secret code name Cannonball and those who are drawn to this message in divine time, what have they overcome? It's crazy. Every single card tonight has come out in the reverse except for that last one. What we got here? Okay. Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Six of Cups reversed. The High Priestess reversed. The Ace of Wands reversed. The Three of Pentacles reversed. And the Five of Cups. So what have you overcome that your soul is roaring with its manifestation? Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the High Priestess in reverse. I think that you may have been in a denial state when it came to how a new beginning was going to start with a sacred soul connection. I think you intuitively, you might have intuitively knew they were meant for you or meant to be in your life. But weren't quite sure. High Priestess in reverse, I don't think you quite saw or intuited how that start was supposed to happen with them. This could also be the release of a faulty foundation with a previous soulmate, right? That you knew was toxic or meant to end from the beginning. It was never meant to last the lifetime, right? So you're getting over that energy with the Ace of Wands, the Three of Coin in the reverse, with the Five of Cups. This is feeling as if there's no passion, no commitment, and nothing but fucking sadness and disappointment. Completely letting it go, right? Completely letting it go. If something is not inspiring you to be better, if something is not adding, rather, to the betterment of you and your energetic frequency, your reality, what you're creating, you're like, nah. I don't have time to be disappointed. I don't have time for breaking contracts, right? Like, I don't have the time, energy, or wherewithal to deal with commitments that I'm contractually fucking bound to if there's no passion in there. You know, there's no passion in there. So you're not in it just for the sake of being in it. You're not in it for the, you know, the sexual nature of an Ace of Wands. You're not in it for convenience with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you want something real, because you know if it ain't real, it's just a matter of fucking time before it hurts. For you or them or both. Really, just heard that blood time. Like how much time you want to spend bleeding, right? How much time you want to spend bleeding. And so it's finally getting to this point where you're like, you know what? Whatever was meant to end badly, I already knew. That's fine. Whatever was meant to be delayed, right? If it's a soulmate, solid foundation that's being delayed and you know it, that's fine. That's fine. Because you're not willing to settle for something that's not the whole deal. You're not willing to settle for disappointment now or later. You're not willing to settle for sadness now or later. You're not draining your fucking cups for nobody. Nobody. Right? Piercing through the veil. You're not willing to commit to something that doesn't fucking light your soul on fire. You will not agree. I'm sorry, do you light my fucking soul up? Do you inspire me? Do you make me excited to wake up in the morning and see your fucking face? No? Okay. Bye. Get the fuck out. No time. No time to bleed out. No time. Not interested. No spark. No fucking deal. Later. Right? So you're completely letting it go. You're completely coming out of this stage, healing through this stage where your soul will not tolerate anybody else's bullshit. You're either in alignment. It's like you're either in alignment with me or you're not. Right? You're either in alignment with me or you're not. So, Spirit, please. Journey of love. Ooh. Distant shores. Angel of Jupiter awaken and burning hero. 3 different cards. Now this is heart chakra, sacral chakra, and third eye chakra. I'm hearing you're going to enjoy children different. Your children or someone else's, you're going to start to enjoy children different. Card number 18, 6, and 3. Really, that 18. All right, let's read some. Distant Shores was the main one, so we're going to do that first, and I'm going to kind of get into the other two just briefly, okay? So Distant Shores, it says, your soul is yearning for more. The divine is all, and there are no limits to what can be experienced by the soul. The soul is so hungry for divine reunion that it will seek out whatever is needed to get there, even if that means journeying to strange or exotic energetic shores for expanded experience. You may be feeling this soul impulse or urge to move, try something new, or let go of the limitations of your mind and how you see your current life, and to begin to see the new in what was once familiar. The art of the passionate soul is to be able to see that which is new and fresh, even in what is known, which is interesting. I was getting the ping for children, right? Being able to relate to children and enjoying children in a different way. Like, it's known, but it's going to be completely different. And there's time being designated by the divine for that. So it is time for you to reach for the distant shores that are calling you to now. Don't pack your bags with too much. Travel light and easy with less energetic baggage or literal baggage, and you'll have plenty of space to receive that which is new. This oracle brings you a message. You will benefit greatly from moving forward right now. Travel through your mind. Read or write in journals about things that are unknown to you, things that you aspire to experience. Move your body to a different place or in another way, bringing fresh energy in by unplugging you for a short time from what you know, so that you can plug into a different circuit, so that you may receive different energy. So when the opportunity to travel or move or shift or go forward arises for you soon, whether it be a jaunt far away or a day in a different place, take it. Don't worry if it doesn't seem practical. The divine is so much more important, intelligent, and capable of genius than what mere logic in our minds would have us believe. Create a shift. Create a shift. If you're used to sleeping in a certain place, or used to even sleeping with your head in a certain direction, try sleeping on the other side. Yeah, your head is always up against the wall or on the same side of the couch when you lay on it. Switch it. Lay reversed. Something as silly and simple as that. Shift. Doesn't have to be permanent. You don't have to sleep backwards every fucking night, but you're gonna do it tonight. Because you just need different energy. Which is half the reason why I was late today getting live, because I just decided I was gonna do so much to reorganize my life and situate certain things. I went through so much. I was like, I can't even do what I want to do until I get done what my soul absolutely needs me to do, right? And it felt fucking awesome to get it all done. And it's like the shift, right? Just moving furniture around. You're walking into the same house. You're walking into the same house, but the energy's different. You've rearranged it and moved it all. It's not the same. It's not the same. And the same house, the same place becomes different. The energy's different. Change and shift stagnant energies. You don't even have to rearrange the whole fucking room. You can take the picture frame that was up there and swap it with the one that's on the side table. Shift things. As above and so below, and vice versa. When you shift things in your outer experience, it's because you're making shifts in your beliefs, you're making shifts in your energy, and you're allowing for it to show up in your reality. It is a huge reaffirming tool, because you will remember that every time you do that and witness the change that you made, you are reaffirming that it is positive and okay to change, and you can go and do and change back, change completely anytime you want. You can go to a whole nother level and fucking paint the walls. You know what I mean? There's no limit to what the fuck you can shift, when you want to shift it, how you want to shift it. Switch it up. Switch it up, right? So, card number 6. Angel of Jupiter Awaken. Angel of Jupiter Awaken. Now, Jupiter is all about blessings, luck, and abundance, right? It's the ultimate leap of faith benefactor. It says, beloved, within you there is magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberant than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit and that hunger for adventure and new experience. The angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity, lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free, and it will overflow as it was always meant to. Start now. Feel the endlessness of your own heart. What can be done today to live bigger, to create a smile, a yes to that offer of adventure I've given myself, sharing vulnerability without fear, taking a step forward into the unknown, daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you, as you. Embrace the courage of your own open heart and dare to dream, beloved. The bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Don't hesitate to accept it. If you are acting with more assertiveness, more generosity to self, and more playfulness with the divine and more spiritual authority than usual, this is confirmation that this is coming from a genuine place within you. So if you're experiencing some havoc in your life or sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as affirmation that yes, there is change, and yes, you are outgrowing what once was, so that you will be prepared to receive that which is more suited for your next stage of growth. Divine is letting you know you are in full power right now. Don't doubt that. You're in full power. There's a whole lot you could do. A whole lot you could do. Burning Hero, hey. Card number 3. You want to talk about a spiral of manifestation and spirit energy, right? It says, from the transformative fires of life's tests, you emerge now stronger in self-belief, overcoming self-doubt and fear, and shedding the layers that have held you back from burning as a naked flame of divine love. Can you perceive the coolness fast approaching to soothe your fire-weary soul? Peace is coming to you now, a respite from the fire, before you are ready to burn into love again. The intensity of fire exists in relationship to cool serenity, and you are capable of experiencing both. Your inner fire has pushed you forward, and your creative self-expression will manifest in the most beautiful forms. This is assured. You burn bright now, and yet it will be the cooling of your soul embers that replenishes you and inspires you to new creative depths and heights in due time. This oracle brings you a message. From the heat of your labor, sweet success will arise, and you can act now as if that success has already been made manifest. It is only a matter of time before it is so. It is only a matter of time before it is so. From that success, new levels of experience and creative manifestation will take place. You're in a powerful cycle. You see, you're burning away, you're casting away old contracts that you have no interest in maintaining. There's no actual spiritual, energetic reason to keep going forward with it. It's a spiritually dead path, right? And you're moving out of it. So once you've gone through the transformation, right, the fire, once you've gone through the transformation of becoming your own hero, once you accept that your abundance is assured, your blessings are assured, even if it's on a distant shore. So you're going through, once you come out of this fire stage, the cool down, the embracing the new within the known. Because once you let go of the old and embrace your new known, you will allow yourself the ability to completely light and spark again. Right? Because one transition has to completely stabilize and be solid in your heart and soul before you can actually transition into another one. It's the divine order of things. There's a reason for it, a higher purpose for it. So embrace knowing that your distant blessing is assured and guaranteed, because you, one, went through the fire and totally burned down anything that was karmic in your reality, and allowed for the cool down to let everything reset, to let the divine do its thing. All in divine time, right? Divine said, hey, I know your soul is ready. I know your heart is ready. I know your mind is ready. But there are certain things in the experience that need to add up that aren't quite ready. So enjoy the chill after the crazy firestorm. Enjoy the chill, because the light's about to pierce right through that darkness, right? As soon as everything comes full circle within its own self. All right, one more card, Spirit. Sacred Rebels. Here we go. Yeah, seeing the true you. Card number 29, breaking down on 11. You're seeing the true you. You don't need to worry about the reflection. You don't need to worry about the reflection that anybody else is casting at you. You just need to be in touch with your own deep self, your own beautiful self, right? It's fine to get comfortable in your self-love. That green couch is fucking comfy. She's got these lotuses around her. That's crown chakra energy. It's blooming energy out of the mud. Right? Lotuses bloom out of the mud. In the worst environments, the most ugly environments, sometimes you get these beautiful lotuses. And so it's like, you know what? It's okay to just fucking chill and relax. And even sleep on the other end of the couch. Switching the position. Just to switch it up. Because you need something different. Doesn't matter where you start, as long as you start somewhere. So what if it's small? The big changes will come. This fire, nobody gets out of the soul fire the same. No one goes through the transformation and come out the same. That's what transformation does. You know, so as you transform your reality, I think energetically you're going to see just how much that pays off. Yeah. The mother prays, your children will be fine. I think they're going to be a hell of a lot fucking happier, right? Or the children in your life, right? The children coming into your life. Whatever the case is, right? Whatever the case is, if you're resonating to that reading, that was codenamed Cannonball. Moving forward, we have secret code name Emerald Light. It's going to be 4720. Minute mark 4720. All right, Emerald Light. Secret code name Emerald Light. Yeah, I hope that helped. You resonated to this code name, right? Emerald Light. Spirit, please. For secret code name Emerald Light, and those who would resonate and be drawn to that code name, what have they conquered? What have they completed? What have they gone through that their soul is roaring with the completion, right? What are they coming out of? What have they conquered? Really, again with the reverse cards. What is this, Spirit? I know we are letting shit go, that's for fucking sure. I'm definitely holding the deck upright. It's crazy. All the cards in here are upright. Spirit, what is going on? I know there's more. What have they overcome? What have they overcome? Secret code name Emerald Light. Yeah. All right. So we got the Ace of Swords in the reverse, holding back your truth. The Eight of Wands in the reverse, because you're not listening to your intuition and spirit nudging you. Like, hey, hey, let's not forget about the truth, huh? Let's not forget about the truth, huh? Can't just do whatever the fuck you want and think that there's not healing involved. You weren't actually in your truth before. You weren't listening to the spiritual nudges. And that's an ego thing, right? That's the ego wanting to make sure that it's in control, that it's creating its own truth in the mind instead of listening to the resonation, right? Because there's a truth that we egoically want in the mind, and then there's soul truth. The pings, right? Those little nudges from spirit. It's like, I don't know if you should do that. I don't know if you should say that. I don't know if you should agree to that. Like, hey. Spirit's like, listen the fuck up. Listen the fuck up. So you're coming out of that, right? The death card in the reverse, it probably has been a really long time coming that your ego needed to be humbled. Right? Long time coming that the ego needed to be humbled and say, you know what? I gotta start fucking listening to my intuition more. I do. I gotta start listening to my intuition more, because the way my ego wants it to be, where the ego has planned it out, right? The ego's truth, but not the soul's truth. It's two different things. Gotta allow that to transform. We get the King of Swords in the reverse with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles upright. And as soon as I saw this card, I got Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire. So listen, and it's the only upright card. I think that you're over really fucking shallow-minded people that don't want to share a dream. King of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who fucking sees it, right? The King of Swords is someone who sees the bigger picture. And it could be your own energy letting it go. Maybe you know, this King of Swords energy thinking that you see the higher picture when it's in reverse. When it's not in the upright, right? There's some kind of truth in the soul that's not in alignment with the truth that the ego wants to create. And so it's like, hey, not having the dream manifest, because the Ten of Pentacles is the dream manifest. I think you're over someone not seeing things from your perspective, or people in general. I think it's making you I think it has made you short-minded. Short-minded over time. Because if nobody is seeing things or investing in things the way you think they should be invested in, because you're this Queen of Coin, right? You're this Queen of Pentacle. You're this abundant, caring, solid individual with a big heart, right? With a big heart. Emerald light, right? Heart of fucking gold. And I think the key is you keep yourself trapped in your own spiritual ring of fire. Because you see the key right there. She's holding it from her hair, which is an extension of the crown chakra. The divine will come through the crown chakra. That's the truth. That's the communication from spirit, right? 8 of Wands that was being blocked out. I think the truth, I think you know the truth. The divine is pinging you for the truth. But you've set it in this ring of fire. You've set yourself, your big, beautiful heart, in a ring of fire. And it's like no one can come in and you can't get out. Not only can no one get in and cross the threshold of your ring of fire, you can't get out. And so Spirit was like, this is what's ending. This is what you've conquered, right? This is allowing the truth to set you free, allowing your guidance to take you places, and stepping outside of that ring of fire, stepping outside of that protective barrier that says, well, if it's going to be successful, it has to look this way. Because every other way has failed. Listen, just because every other way has failed and you think you have some way that it'll definitely work out, doesn't mean there ain't another fucking way. Doesn't mean there ain't another fucking way. Let Spirit fucking surprise you. Let Spirit surprise you. I promise you, you fucking let it and it will. Beautiful surprises at that. There is way, way, way positive energy coming out with this new moon. Yeah, God speaks. Wow. Second time, right? This card comes out. Card number 33, Master Teacher. You're not a student of life. If you choose not to be, you can be a teacher of it. I'm going to read this again, right? I'm going to read this again for secret code name 𝐬𝐵𝐺𝐻 because I don't want to have to tell anybody to go back and watch it in another one if they want to. I think that's ridiculous. So here we go. The messages need to come through. It says, the divine is speaking to you directly. Underneath the silence, there is endless music with love pulsating throughout the universe. Within that sacred sound, there's guidance. It may or may not have words. It may be a feeling in your heart that you can only access when you are still, relaxed, or even half asleep. It assures you that behind any struggle or challenge, there is only ever the divine seeking you out, calling you to surrender some fear or doubt or other so that you can move closer to yourself. Trust in the sound of love beyond anything else, for in truth, no matter what may appear to be, there is nothing else but love. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being loved, right, by the divine, into becoming. You are being loved into becoming your best self. Be open to being shown the divine genius in all that has and is happening. If you feel you are being nudged, know you are being nudged by the divine. And if you feel you are being held back or blocked, know that you are being held back by the divine. All is happening perfectly for you and will unfold in divine time. The divine is speaking to you. When you are captivated by the beauty of nature, or in a logical sense that everything is okay, listen. That's the divine talking to you, reassuring you that all is unfolding according to spiritual law in perfect cooperation with your own destiny. There are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. Everything happens for divine reason, because at the end of the day, our souls want to heal. That's why we're all here together. That's why earth, angels, and what seems like fucking succubi villains, you know what I mean? We deal with the whole slew. It's all love. We deal with people that take and take and take and take and take and take and take because they're pushing us to becoming better versions of ourselves. And we're with people that love us and encourage us and empower us and inspire us for a decade or a moment, because the universe loves us and it's pushing us into becoming our best version. Hey, you're worthy of this awesome shit. Hey, you don't deserve that bullshit. Right? The universe loves you all day, every fucking day, in every way imaginable and possible. Without fail. Without fail. So the divine is letting you know, hey, you put yourself in a fucking protective ring of fire and nobody can get in and nobody can get out. That has to go. All right, that has to go. Because you got this dream coming true coming with someone who's very mature and sees the bigger picture, or sees things logically, or sees things in a more mature fashion, and is not emotionally tumultuous, right? Because swords is very level, it's very air. I mean, given they can be a fucking tornado, but for the most part, they stick to their logic. They might be over analytical or let the details run away with them or worry about shit, you know, like anxiety, but they're not the kind of person that's going to be emotionally closed off. If anything, they're going to say, they're going to tell you how they fucking feel it, and it's not to hurt you, it's to help you. So remember that anything that someone says to you in the eyes of the divine It's not actually meant to hurt you. It's meant to love you into becoming, right? It's meant to love you into becoming your best version of self, so that when, you know, your right person or your right scenario does show up, you don't fucking miss it, right? You're your best version and you know what you're bringing to the table. Hey, fucking men, you're a teacher of life, right? Not a student. You ain't getting schooled no more. Yeah, legacy of light. Maiden Mother Crone, card number 7, divine intervention and miracle. This is alignment. The legacy of light is alignment. It's knowing that the value of the innocence of your inner child is there. Your mind and heart and soul is very in the present moment. You're aware that the past is the past and the future is unwritten. And you have the wisdom of the crone, which is seeing things how unfold, that you have enough wisdom in your present to be able to make beautiful choices for yourself in the long run that you'll appreciate in old age, because your inner child is happy. It's not stuck in a ring of fire, you know what I mean? It's free. You're free to experience something completely fucking different. Your inner child's gonna be happy. It's not gonna be triggered, it's not gonna hurt, it's not gonna ache, it's not gonna long for, like, you let all that shit go. It's being so much at fucking peace. Like, your present, it doesn't matter what's in front of you. Your future, it doesn't even matter what's in front of you. All that matters is that your inner child has its eyes open and it's happy, because the other two don't. The future has its eyes closed. The present has its eyes closed. It doesn't actually matter what the reality looks like, present or future. All that matters is that your inner child's eyes are open and they're glowing and happy. If your inner child's happy, the rest falls into place. If your inner child is doing what it loves and it's feeling good, then that's all that fucking matters. Everything else falls into place. That's what this legacy of light does. No need to feel like the rest isn't going to come. You know what I mean? All right. Give me 2 seconds. Let me grab my e-cig. I'm staring at it on the other side of the, on the other side of the room. Oh, because I didn't take it with me. All right. So here we go. I hope that helped. That was secret code name Emerald Light. Now we're getting into White Lotus. So we are at the 1 hour, 2 second mark, or 2 minute mark, and 34 seconds. Oh, I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Secret code name White Lotus. Secret code name White Lotus, and those who would resonate to this message. What have you conquered? What have you conquered? What have you overcome that your soul is roaring forward with this manifestation? What have you overcome? What is done, right? What have you conquered that your soul is roaring with manifestation? 7 of Coins, Knave of Pentacles. Not getting results from immature energies. You are so over it. Not getting results from immature energies. Getting breadcrumbs. Getting crumbs of energy. Crumbs of involvement. Crumbs of commitment. It's like, you might as well call it obligation, right? Feeling like you're an obligation to people. You're like, fuck that. 8 of Pentacles, you're done making an effort for bullshit. Knave of Cups, you're done making an effort and having to be the bigger person and apologize first. It's not your fucking job to apologize first and be the bigger person all the time. It's not. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it resolves things, and other times you have to tell someone to go fuck off until they grow up. Right? You're over it. Over it with this energy. If someone's not making the proper effort, if someone is not putting forward what the fuck they should be putting forward, because you know, You're like, I don't have time for this petty, childish, immature, fuck me over now and apologize later bullshit. Right? That's that energy I'm getting real strong. You don't have time for someone to be so fucking immature. Like, how old are you? Especially if you have kids involved, because there's two knaves, but I don't feel like it's the actual children that are immature or not growing up. I think you have an adult in your presence that's like a fucking child. And I think you're done tolerating their ignorance. Their ignorance, that they think they can keep being a fucking immature child when it comes to adult things. What else, Spirit? There's more. There's more. What else? Here's the reverse cards. Alright, yeah, the Emperor, the Magician, manipulative motherfuckers who refuse to change. Death card in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse. This is ending almost like, it's almost like the empath narcissist dynamic. With the Emperor in reverse and the Magician in reverse, this is a highly manipulative, highly, like, mental games, like, real manipulative motherfucker in energy that refuses to change with the Death card in reverse. The Four of Wands, it could be someone that you felt a very divine or connection with, like a twin flame. It could also be someone who was just a very sacred, deep, sacred soul connection that was contracted for a very harsh soul lesson for you to learn in this lifetime. That they were this kind of fucking energetically rude. Whoever you're dealing with, straight up, they're energetically fucking rude. No regard for how their words, their actions, their choices, what the fuck they're saying is actually playing on your mind. And they refuse to change, and that doesn't lead to happiness, and you're letting it go. Conquering over that shit, you ain't got no time. This person, whoever you're dealing with, this really uber distorted masculine energy, right? And it could be male or female, but take it how it resonates. This is a really distorted masculine energy who gets what they want by manipulating things, people, situations, truth, you name it. This is someone who will manipulate everything at all costs to get their way, to make sure that their way gets done. No concessions. No meeting you halfway. Like I said, crumbs. Crumbs. Giving you energetic crumbs. This person's so fucking rude. Spiritually rude. Disruptive. You don't have time for these games. That is done. You are conquering over that. I think you've completely gotten out of the nightmare state over this person. I think you know that it's all fucking mind game. It's all whatever. It's almost, I would even go as far as saying it's almost empty threats. It's almost empty threats. Because this person's terrified of change. And when you put your fucking foot down and say, no, not acceptable. No, not acceptable. If you don't fucking change, get out of my way, right? Full energy. And you can see this big brain looking thing. It's like you're thinking clearly. Your thinking is lit. And I think you're protecting your mind from this person. I think you're definitely protecting your mind from this person. You are not letting them get in your head because you know they're trying. That's their intention. They're trying to get in your head, and you're like, hell, over my fucking dead body, you're gonna get in my head. Fuck you. I know my power. I can research. I can connect with people. I can make phone calls. Even fuck. Come back worthy. Big fucking messages tonight, right? Come back worthy. Yeah, the divine is intervening, is creating a miracle for you. Chariot, move you forward from this person. This person was super fucking toxic. Their time in your life is done, right? Their time in your experience in that way is done. They can either grow up or sit the fuck down, right? Sit down, sit on the sidelines of life. You have no place in this. Yeah, King of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone, really, what a fucking dick. What a dick. But you're letting go of that shit. So what is it, Spirit? We got across the waters and coming together. 23 and 66. What I got with this, the coming together card, I instantly felt trust and truth. Trust and truth coming together, okay? Trust and truth coming together to bring two very unconditionally loving, multiple chance kind of people together in order to shift the perspective that not all people are villainous, hateful, rude motherfuckers, right? Across the waters, when you get on the other side, it's just almost reminding me of like Six of Swords energy, where it's moving forward into calmer waters. Across the waters, I think that you're really finding a balanced place within in order to help you ascend and create the shift you need, create the change you need. And whatever you're bringing into your life, or whoever you're bringing into your life, is going to absolutely help you 110%. No questions asked. It's going to feel supernatural for them to help you away from whatever that dark energy is. In every way, in any way possible. They're just going to absolutely, I feel like they're going to absolutely feel for you. They're going to empathize with you. They totally fucking understand. They can feel your energy. They know you're an amazing, unconditionally loving, beautiful person. And they're just like, hey, I fucking got you. We are one and the fucking same. We are one and the same, plus whatever my abilities and my skill set is, my forte, you know, it's just so happen gonna be where it's not your forte, and we're gonna complement each other. And where you're not as strong, I will be your strength. And where they're not as strong, you will be their strength. It's just gonna be one of those dynamics, right, across the water. So I think once this cycle for you has shifted, because I do feel like it's already closed. I do feel like it's already closed. I think you're just dealing with the lingering remnants of whatever this dark spiritual connection is. Because definitely a dark and toxic soul contract that you are no longer buying into. You are not beholden to that soul energy anymore. You don't owe it jack shit. You don't owe it jack shit. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Let me pull one more card for my Sacred Rebel Oracle as guidance moving through this energy and coming out on the other side. Yeah, softly, softly, the tender touch receiving. It's your time. It's your time to receive. This is the time where you've dealt with really toxic masculine energy, right? Man or woman alike, it doesn't matter. If you've dealt with really toxic masculine energy, you're about to receive a beautiful feminine energy. You're about to receive a beautiful, nourishing, divine, feminine-oriented energy that allows you to receive, that allows your soul to be touched in a beautiful, soft, and delicate way so that you can be nourished. You know, she's drinking this nectar, this sacred, like, sweet milk. I'm always reminded by Hathor, right? Hathor's milk. It's like you're a child of the divine. And it's almost like the divine has been offering you such beautiful nourishment, and because you were so tied up in being the nourisher for this toxic energy, Spirit said, okay, well, when you are done with that, and it's not going to affect you anymore because you refuse to let it, You're going to champion this moment. You're going to be able to talk about your story, right? You're going to be able to talk about your life, no regrets, because it's just the definition of who the fuck you are and where you've come from, and you're getting ready to receive. The universe is lining you up big time to receive. So look really forward to that. You are finally done this toxic cycle, and your soul is roaring to manifest something fucking beautiful, and that's what's coming in. So divine confirmation for you. Divine confirmation for you. You resonated to that code name. That was White Lotus. That was secret code name White Lotus. Now we're getting into secret code name Blue Oyster. 1 hour, 15 minutes, 25 seconds. Blue Oyster. And now I don't actually remember the song that pinged me, which is where I got the code name from. But if you look up the band, Blue Oyster Cult, I'm sure there's going to be some title that jumps out to you. It's probably one of their bigger known hits, because the song, I knew it, you know what I mean? It popped in my head and I knew it enough to YouTube it, right, and find it. So Blue Oyster Cult, whatever that song is that you find, right, YouTube, whatever, I just know that there's a reason why I was pinged to the song, and you'll know why. You'll know why if it resonates for you. So, secret code name Blue Oyster. Here we go. And for those that are drawn to it, right, who are resonating with this code name, it pops out at you and you're like, I don't know why, but there's something about the code name Blue Oyster I have to watch. There's probably a message in here for you. So what have you overcome? What have you overcome? What have you conquered that your soul is roaring in manifestation? What have you overcome? What have you conquered that your soul is roaring with manifestation? Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. When I just heard this other song, who was it by? Faith Evans? Is it by? No. Is it? Love is blind. Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind. Oh God, what? I'm showing my age. It's like 90s, early 2000s kind of shit. But it's that song. The Breath. I don't remember who sings it. Oh, you guys are gonna have to help me out there. I'm getting that kind of energy. I think that you have maybe gone full force, open, you know, Ace of Cups, ready to offer love, Queen of Wands, not knowing where you're going, heart on your sleeve, trusting the divine, and then having it like roadblocked with the Knight of Pentacles, where it's super fucking slow. Like all hyped, all excited, all ready to go, ready to invest, ready to manifest, ready to take charge, ready to leap. And it's like, what the fuck? Complete disconnect. Like, there's a hand trying to get to that energetic source, and it's so close and yet so far. It's like, God damn it, I don't want to put any more effort, right? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't want to put any more effort. I'm always the one coming with this cup of love. I'm always the one coming with this soul fire and this passion and this trust and belief that everything is great and we're going to be great because you feel it. And it's like, what the fuck? Nothing's happening, and you got to initiate or put in too much effort. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what am I doing wasting my fucking time? What am I doing wasting my time? I was all pumped and excited. Where'd the fucking love go? Where'd the love go? Six of Swords, yeah, having to move on. Ace of Swords, because it's the fucking truth. People say they're fucking ready. They ain't ready. You're fucking ready and you bring it, right? You're fucking ready and you bring it for people that might be so super excited that you're ready to pour out love to them and have some wonderful idea of what life could be like, and they're just like, yeah, but I don't want to fucking do anything to actually make it happen. So I mean, it's great that you dream and all, You know, it's great that you have these ideas about how wonderful it's going to be, but back in reality, I'm just not making any effort and roadblocking. Roadblocking. I think you're seeing the fucking truth. Fucking scrubs. Fucking scrubs. I'm getting pinged to a certain divine mirror. If you go back in time to when TLC Scrubs first came out, I think there's a girlfriend, like a best friend, like a girlfriend kind of energy that even if you're not talking to them right now, if you were to look them up like on social media and just kind of see where they're at and what they're doing, it's kind of like, I feel like there's some kind of message for you to receive about scrubs. Whether that's like, listen, this is where you end up, you fucking find a scrub. or what, but I feel like there's, I think this cycle of coming forward with an open heart, ready to manifest greatness and having it stunted and stopped and no effort being made, and you're the only one with the vision. You're the only one holding the beautiful vision for all the parties involved, right? You, them, whatever. Like, you're the only one holding the vision, working towards creating it. Because it's like, dude, like, I know we talked about this. I know that you know what I want. You know what I mean? I know you know what I'm after and what I want to manifest, but I don't see you working towards it. Like, you love the love I give you. You love my soul spark. But what the fuck are you doing to return back the love and inspire me to keep doing it, right? Like, you can't make a whole dream, beautiful relationship, reality, whatever by your fucking self. Yeah, I think you got stuck waiting for a partner to show up and return to you what you're giving. So that's ending. That's what you're conquering. You want someone as ready and willing and able as you. If it clicks, it clicks. If they need to take action, they take action, right? Go getter, get it done. Let's go, let's move, let's make progress, right? Letting go of stunted or stuck individuals that aren't making progress. That's over. Because it sucks having to start over. It sucks having to tell the hard truth to somebody that you're fucking leaving or you're fucking done, because they're just lazy as fuck when it comes to creation energy and being inspired. Like, they're in their own low vibe world and they're just keeping you stuck in it with you. You know what I mean? They're just keeping you stuck in there. Yeah, shifting universes. Card number 7. Yeah, total fucking shift. Let me read this for you. I told you we are conquering shit today. This new moon, it says, you are blessed with an opportunity to change gears, to change your life, and to jump on the fast train. Fuck. Yeah. You are invited to fling yourself off the repetitive treadmill away of life and into a dance throughout beautiful divine nature, to be utterly confused and delighted and accept the way of divine trust, even with its chaos, even with instability that precedes all genuine creativity. Divine knows what the fuck it's doing. So here it is, your get out of jail free card. Your opportunity to make a mess and find what you didn't know you were looking for. You are being nudged. If you wish, let yourself go down the strange path opening up before you without knowing what it is, even as you take your next step. Your universe is shifting and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. Why not go where you haven't been before? You'll find yourself there and realize you are more than what you once thought you were, perhaps even at home. This oracle has a message for you. If you are thinking of changing locations, jobs, houses, attitudes, partners, trying something new, especially if it is unusual or different or unique for you, then the universe is supporting you 100%. Now is the time to accept what you didn't expect. And there's a poem, it's called The Dream, and it says, a taste and touch of you within. Thoughts linger on a sweet caress. You come to me, no sounds distract the night's embrace of innocence. The artist's brush across my lips, the palette rich in colors deep, to flow with feelings now renewed and blend as one in breath and hue. Entwined our bodies bathe in love and weep with longing's slow release. Emotions, song, and soft refrain awakens dreams that never cease. You are going to be a masterpiece. All of your pieces, good, bad, broken, indifferent, doesn't fucking matter. You're going to be a masterpiece to someone. They're going to look at you and see the value of the one-of-a-kind that you are. No problem. No problem. And I think you're going to equally see that value. So, shifting universes. Okay? Guidance. Allow yourself to do something completely unusual and new and unknown. Go with it, right? If it's not prompting you with a fear of danger or dread, because you listen to your fucking gut when it says danger or dread. No, there's something about that person. I don't fucking like it. I don't want to go. I don't like that plan. Something's telling me no. That's danger and dread. You heed those. But if something makes you afraid or nervous, but you're not actually getting danger, it's just kind of like flutters and nerves, override. See what's on the other side of fear. Go for it. There's no actual reason why you can't. Go for it. Have the experience. Yeah, every journey starts with a single step. You might want to move to a completely new place, somewhere completely fucking different, start over. It could be the other side of fucking town, don't matter, you just need something new. Change of scenery, change of energy. Take your transformation and see where it takes you. See where it takes you. To put it in metaphorical terms, take your transformation. You see her suitcase filled with light butterflies. Take your transformation and see where it takes you. I trust you, Spirit. I trust you, Self. I trust you, Universe. You only have experiences that are in alignment with my highest good and my healing in the highest, so that I can ripple in the highest good of all. That is your intention, Spirit. So you know what? If it's not danger or dread, fuck it. I can do it. I can say yes. I can say yes. Amen. I hope that helps. You're totally moving into something different, that's for sure. And I do very much feel it's you being in a new vibration more than anything else. You being in a vibration more than anything else. You're seeing what your truth can do. You're seeing what your truth can do when you move forward into something completely different and let your heart manifest that cup of love that you deserve. When you plug in, when you don't hesitate or be overly cautious moving forward, because it might hurt, it might shock you, but it's meant to. You're always meant to touch it and get shocked and plug in. That's where the efforts are going to be made, and that's where the progress is going to be had. Okay. So that was secret code name Blue Oyster. That was secret code name Blue Oyster. Yeah, you're going to take a leap of faith on not fucking standing still and being overly cautious. But I think you're also going to let someone prove to you, even if it's not like a long-term proving. I think you're just going to allow somebody the opportunity to prove that they know your value and your worth. And once you realize they do, it's easy to trust, it's easy to move forward, it's easy to plan, it's easy to offer that Ace of Cup, it's easy to receive it from them, because you know you're going to reciprocate, it's not going to go away. It's good. All right. Oriental Lily is the next code name. Oriental Lily. Now, Oriental Lilies, hold on, before I get into this, what's the timestamp? 1:30, 40. Oriental Lilies. There's an actual flower called the Oriental Lily, and they're gorgeous. They have like these little white edges with this real rich like fuchsia pink on the inner petal, right? The inside of the petal with these like huge like white kind of, they're beautiful, and they smell just as pretty, they're gorgeous. And they only bloom in July. And they only bloom in July once a year. So the actual flower, the symbolism behind the flower, the Oriental Lily, I would, if you're so inclined, to look into it and Google it, right? Google it. So, Spirit, please. Six of Cups, all right, dealing with sacred soulmates. Oriental Lily, dealing with sacred soulmates and soulmate connections. Spirit, what is going on? What have they conquered? What have they overcome? That their soul is roaring with its manifestation forward. Chariot. You've overcome your emotions. And I'm hearing understanding the value of unleashing them and letting them out. You're understanding how important it is to purge, right? To not keep the emotions in. There's a value in it. Other people might look at you cross-eyed. Other people might say, oh, she's so emotional. Oh, they're so this. Oh, they're out of there, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, they're having a moment. Oh, is it that time of the month for them again? Listen, I might be letting all my emotions out, but I'm fucking happier than anybody else moving forward. Sure as shit ain't stuck in the old crap, you know what I mean? Every time I purge, the divine intervenes on my behalf and gives me a miracle, some kind of epiphany. I'm hearing like it's some kind of revelation, right? The universe helps you every time you let yourself go there, every time you let yourself purge, every time you let yourself feel. You're making huge progress. And I think it's been that way for a while. I think it's been that way for a while, where you've gone through major purgings, emotional purgings, and the divine always brings you back with an aha, right? To help you be and feel a little stronger coming from it. Judgment. Because you are reflecting with the Queen of Swords. You're reflecting on your heart's truth. And how communicating that or not communicating that is what affects the outcome. Because you know, when you don't speak about certain things and you bottle it up, your behavior towards the person or situation shifts. And when you do open up and it is clear and you know where you're moving and they're moving from here, you know, from that new start point, yeah, I think you've reached a point you're creating your own portal. You're creating your own portal. I just noticed this on the card. She's manifesting a mirror in thin air in order to look at herself, and she's taken all of the steps to get there. You've taken all of these steps through Akashic histories past, right? These sacred soulmates with the books, right? That Six of Cups energy with the books. You've taken all the steps through all of these sacred soulmates and created your own portal where you're looking at yourself and you're seeing the truth in what your heart can create and manifest when you are clear. When you are clear. I think you've let all of your ancestral karmic contracts go. Like when it comes to where you are now, whatever you've been going through that you've conquered, Archangel Michael, the way he's presenting the words to me, it's as if you have taken, right, because we have so many soul contracts, right, karmic contracts and karmic lessons that we have that we are doomed to repeat until we learn them. I think that Spirit, right, has effectively crossed your path with every karmic situation or soul that you would have been entangled with, and you've cleared it with the truth, right? Your heart's truth. And you've decided whether or not someone is worthy of being in your energetic field or not. I think you have closed all karmic contracts. Closed all karmic contracts, all karmic souls. So anybody else coming into your life now, I'm almost feeling like they're more of like an earth angel help you vibe. They're not actually, like, anybody coming into your life now isn't going to be to deal you the hard lesson. The only lesson you ever have to face from here on out is the person in the mirror, right? As long as you are keen on your own reflection and happy with your own reflection and where you've come and what you've been through, that's all that fucking matters, because you're plugged in. You're plugged in. Here's that hand again, right? That hand that looks like it's so close but so far, connecting in and plugging in. Spirit's like, we got you. We got you. You're not going to fall. You're not going anywhere. We have this divine connection to you and you're not going to fall. It's impossible. All you need to do is receive and recharge. Receive and recharge your soul. Because I think you've definitely let that go. And the Spirit's calling me to more cards. What else, Spirit? What have they overcome or conquered? Yeah, the Knight of Cups. I just heard the people that don't believe in chivalry, like chivalry is fucking dead. Chivalry is not dead. It is greatly appreciated. Yeah, I think you're over people that are not coming emotionally mature. Because I think when you're dealing with those emotionally immature energies, right, from your Akashic, it's draining. From your past, it's draining. And so you're like, listen, I don't need to be drained by all of that bullshit lesson from the past. Like, I'm so done with that. High Priestess, you know you're fucking done with that. You ain't going back to those cycles, that old energy. People like that, even if you had like 10 people in your life, they were all different. Maybe some were partners, maybe some were best friends, maybe some were family, maybe some were co-workers, but they were all fucking showing up a peg short. You know what I mean? Like, they were showing up short. They weren't able to maintain a emotional mature facade because they're not emotionally mature. So they were putting on this front that they were mature, it's just a facade. And I think that you intuitively know you could see it a mile away. Fucking charmers. Yeah, you're like, bitch, charming shit. Words ain't shit. Where's effort? Where's action? Where's your drive? Where's your willpower, right, to get it done? Because if you ain't coming with that stuff, I don't need it. I want a King of Pentacles. I want a King of Pentacles. I want some top-notch shit, right? Top-notch masculine energy. Man or woman doesn't matter. You want top-notch masculine energy, someone who's coming at the experience from a very mature standpoint, because, you know, the King of Pentacles, if he wants it, he creates it. And we all have that energy within. So you're ready and willing to connect with a make it happen person. Someone who's not shy about achievement, especially if the achievement is your peace and happiness, right? Amen to that. They can set that goal any fucking day. Yeah, 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Yeah, Spirit's letting you know it's time you can move on from argumentative people or conflicted people or people that have tete-a-tetes with you and they try and push you, you know, in your buttons. You don't need that shit. All right. 3 to 1. Card number 10. Cycle complete. 3 to 1. This is a great card. This is a great card. And it is best explained reading, so here we go. It says, there is a heavenly child in your midst. It may be within your heart, in your womb, or a glimmer in your eye that is soon to be. But this child holds the key to the fulfillment of a process that is happening for you now. The child might be a physical culmination of your marriage or commitment to another. It could also be a symbolic birthing of a new self after a time of learning to bring male energies of protection and discernment together with female energies of feeling and creativity, whether within yourself or in your relationship with another. And the child might symbolically be a new life, an improved relationship, or a completely renewed way of dealing with what was once a challenging issue and will not be an issue for you anymore soon. Just to name a couple of examples. From masculine to feminine to child, there is now just one. A new reality dawning with grace. This oracle holds a message for you. That new life is upon you now. You are being reborn, and you will give birth in your reality to what is meant for you in this lifetime. There's no need to worry. Just pray with an open heart that you may be supported to fulfill your destiny. That you may be supported to fulfill your destiny. You already are, of course, but prayer can help you realize it, right? Altering the belief and the circuitry in the mind and how it thinks. Prayer can help you realize it. The rest is in the loving and capable hands of the divine. There's a poem that says, love is what makes the heart beat faster. The lump in my throat, the feeling of missing you so much that I can't wait to be with you again. And then we are, and I look in your eyes deeper, and I know the unspoken words that say I love you, and feel words in return. How short each lifetime seems, but what I feel with you lasts forever. May love be the compass that guides you on the course of a lifetime. When you reach that inner union with the self, when we connect our mind, our masculine, our ability to take action and choose at our heart space what feels, what resonates, what doesn't resonate, what brings us joy, how we express ourselves. When we allow those two to connect, that's our inner child. That's our authentic path in creation. Straight up. When your mind and your heart are both checking off on things simultaneously, your inner child is having a fucking field day with joy. And all of the energy that's coming from that creation. Without fail, right? Without fail. You're manifesting your authenticity. You're manifesting your course, your dream, your path. The reason why you came, so that you don't have to be reincarnated and come back and do all this fucking bullshit over again. Like, lesson learned, next. Lesson learned, next. I'm not coming back another 100 fucking lifetimes to learn that lesson. No thank you, done, checked off. I am one within myself, thank you, Spirit. Right, thank you, Spirit. So, whoop, here we go. Sacred Rebel Oracle. Yep, bring it into form. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Getting in touch with your own masculine energy and choosing to move forward, choosing to manifest, choosing to go after it with all your soul's wisdom. You don't need anybody else to fill up your own manifestation, because you are more than capable 100% of creating anything you want. Because if you can't actually physically do something to make it exist for you, you know that your alignment, your energetic alignment, Spirit is going to bring it to you with no other effort on your behalf outside of just simply holding an intention and unwavering fucking faith. The universe is going to allow you to take actions that need to be taken in order for you to receive whatever it is that you are meant to receive and experience, right? You're being called to take actions forward in manifesting and birthing whatever this reality is for you. Leaving your energetic footprint, your ripple of healing along the way. Be super mindful of Archangel Metatron, who might be connecting with you via sacred shapes. Just because of the way I'm looking at the ripples and the way, you know, the design, mandala kind of design is on the owl here, and it's light, this light webbing. Wisdom, divine wisdom will always catch you and guide you, even through the darkest nights. Even through the darkest nights of our soul, we're learning this crazy shit, no matter how many lifetimes it takes us. When we finally break through that fucking ceiling, we fucking break through that ceiling. And I think you're breaking through the ceiling. You said, I'm sorry, I'm in what box? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Life tried to put me in what box? Wait, who are you? Who are you that tried to put me in this box? I don't do boxes well. I learned that. I'm sorry, you said my capabilities are limited? I will never achieve this, this, or this because I'm not this, this, or that? My soul is magic. My path is my own. And if I want it to experience, well, it's within my power to fucking create it and make it happen. I can do X, Y, or Z and make it happen, or I can trust and have faith and continue doing what's in alignment with me that makes my inner child fucking happy, and before I know it, that opportunity is just going to show the fuck up on its own. The means to get it done will just show up on its own, and I can just do X, Y, Z at that time to get it done. Super easy. Super easy. So, that was secret code name Oriental Lily. I hope that helps. That is halfway through the code names. We have gotten through the venue, Cannonball, Emerald Light, White Lotus, Blue Oyster, and Oriental Lily. I'm going to take a quick break so that I can be human. I'm going to go be human for a moment. But then when we come back for part 2, I'm going to have Hellhound's Light, The Looking Glass, Yin Magic, Minnie Mouse, The Journey, and 4-leaf clovers, okay? So they're going to be in part 2. Part 1, once this, because I don't know if it will be able to be looked up right away. You might want to save, you know, the link if you can share it or save it like somewhere in your messages now that you can go back and rewatch it. Because I know on my end it does take load time. I'm using a secondary device right now to let this first part load, and then I'm gonna do a second part on another device, because YouTube takes like 14 to 20 some odd hours sometimes to load the videos on my end so where they could be reviewed, just because of everything going on with COVID right now. They're actual like men down, and it's just all automated with the system, you know what I mean, that screens through things that are over 20 minutes long. It just takes forever. So bear with, guys. Part 1 will be up. I know they will both be loaded tomorrow regardless. So if you didn't catch it live tonight, you will definitely be able to come back and re-catch these tomorrow for the replay, right? And all the timestamps, the secret code names will be in the description so that you can fast forward, you know, to wherever the message is that you resonate to. All right, so I will see you in a bit. Y'all can take your little human break too, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.